Good evening, Speed Gaming 2, and welcome back to the Super Metroid multi-category tournament. We are in game number 2 between ShinyZeni and ironrusty. I am the Richard Cruz, and I am joined here by Vincent RTA. How you doing?
I am good, ready for the second race. Any percent with Zenny getting any percent in that first round. That was the result I expected, but that's a bonus of this multi-category tournament is that anything can happen. So this is obviously a different type of run. We have to get down to the Golden Treesville room and enter a code as we go through the door and make sure we don't shoot our beam when we get through the door. If we do, we soft lock. So there are some dangers in this category. We watched a similar category the other night, GT max percent, and saw some potential trip ups. There's some difficult areas, but we'll see how this run goes.
Yeah, and it's gonna be quite the run before we even get there because we're gonna be trying to pick up as little items as we really need to. But for now, we're just gonna run through Ceres Station.
All right, this time Zenny has a little bit more typical series, but we're also not 100% synced up yet, but pretty close. But this is that kind of just required thing you gotta get out of the way. Someone in chat asked what was the first category. First category was any percent. Rusty banned 100%. Zenny banned max GT category. So Zenny went right for any percent. With that being the current vanilla main that he's working on, that makes perfect sense. With him being the world record holder and 100%, Rusty's ban of 100% makes perfect sense.
All of these choices make perfect sense to me.
A little bit not perfect series escape there for Zenny. A 45 it's good but not amazing. Rusty with a 43. But we're not terribly far off at all here.
No, not at all. There's still a lot of game to play.
Yes, this one it's going to take a little bit of time to set up because you got to make that run into Norfair, all the way down to that you got to get through lava. You do have gravity, so typically it's a gravity jump in, or you have Varia and gravity, so it's usually a gravity jump in, and got to get through there and get down to GT alive. Yeah, Max GT is a kind of category that I think would have been a little bit more balanced and favorable for Rusty, but it was something that yeah, that's right, they won't have gravity. But something that I realized that it's for Zenny, I can understand why he's banning it. I'd be interested in asking him his choice of banning it. But for me, I think one of the problems is because he was 100% runner for so long, there might be some kind of memory bleed in that category. And that might just be one that he didn't want to put the time into practicing, which I also completely understand.
And for now, they're both just collecting their items in Bloober and Star.
Yep, this is just that early. The same early game you have an any percent that we're gonna have here. Just get the minimum things that you need to get up there and go get those bombs from BT and then make your trip from there. This is one where we're not gonna go do Fantune first. We're just gonna go right and do our trade fight, get that Varia, possibly get high jump boots, but not spend a lot of time collecting things because we want to get to Lower Norfair and
Get
that
everything
GT
all at
code.
once.
Yes.
Just
So
get
if you-
everything all. Why spend time collecting items when you can just get them all at the same time?
So if anyone isn't 100% sure what GT means, you want to briefly explain kind of what this break-in code is?
So it has to do with the transition from the room to where Screw Attack is going into the GT room, or going from the GT room to the Screw Attack room. But it's when you hold all 4 face buttons at the same time while going through there, it will basically give you what is it? 70 tanks, 3 reserves, all of the majors except for Screw, and like 20 missiles, and a few supers, and a few power bombs.
Yeah, 53% of the items. Yeah, you end up with 100 missiles, 20 supers, 20 power bombs. Yeah, and all the majors minus Screw Attack. So it's a giant sudden power creep in Samus when you get all of that together. Zenny picks up that Terminator tank. That's actually something that's real interesting about the GT code. The max GT is you can't pick up any extra tanks. You have to be extremely careful what you're picking up as you run, because you have to be able to pick them all up after. So like you have to skip this tank on the way down. All right, here comes those early supers and that nice mock ball.
Nice D-boost, nice mock ball, nice supers.
The first time I learned the early super thing, I was just like, wow, this is like, you become so much more powerful, so much faster, and you don't have to go through that stupid Spore Spawn fight. It's like I suddenly want to play this game again. Like,
It's really
Rusty
great.
gets it as well. Really nice type mock ball coming through that door. That one definitely takes some practice to get that consistent. Zenny taking it cautious there, not wanting to take a hit, and also I think trying to farm a little bit here. Just
Definitely
you're carrying
trying to
such a
farm.
low light item count. Nice red tower there by Zenny.
Just skips through that ripper there.
Yep, we're coming up here because we need these power bombs. Now we're going to watch this beautiful D-boost. Yep, long jump in, get that one D-boost across, and we'll see it right back. Rusty having a little bit of trouble with this red tower climb. We're about to get a... Oh, no. I think we saw this the other day from Rusty. He just murdered that Ripper. He's like, no. Yep, that
It's the
same
same
Ripper
one. It was
aside.
the same one.
Yep, and right through the floor, we had a high five there from from Samus. Yeah, that same Ripper has been RAP twice for Rusty. 3 times that we've seen him rip that Ripper.
Gets that nice D boost.
And you watch this. Yep, there it is. That perfect crate
Nice.
entrance. You get that. You need 3 supers for it, but you clear all 3 at once, and you get to carry all that momentum and make that jump right over without having to slow down or set anything up. So it's a super fast cross to get to Kraid.
Rusty needing to take a little bit of time to farm here.
Zeni did too, though. So he didn't just immediately come back through here. Most of it is they need to make sure they have the right number of supers here, or supers and regular missiles to get through. You don't want to, slow all the way down. And that room is a pretty dense room for farming.
Yeah. It does have a lot of guys in it. You can just shoot once, twice.
Like the Billy Mays of farming room. And there's that Varia suit for Zeni. Rusty's preemptively breaking the glass for himself. He'll be back here in a little bit.
Yep, just a few minutes.
And we're gonna have another high five here. Yeah, you see, Rusty's got to spend this time and set this up, get this jump. You can see that huge time save that Zeni's strategy gets for him there.
Indeed.
And here comes another high five. That's twice they've high fived through the floor of through a breakable floor.
All right, we'll see if Zeni decides to get anything else.
Possibly high jump. Possibly high jump. That'd be about it.
Yeah, that's about it.
And the only reason why high jump, yeah, he's gonna get high jump.
Yeah, he's getting high jump.
Well, it makes the lava dive much easier, and you get this extra tank, which I think you're gonna need anyway to get through. Bootless lava dive sucks. Can confirm how awful it is. I practiced it a lot, and yeah, I think out of like 100 attempts, I got it -1. So yeah,
I've definitely not gotten either of the lava dive jumps, but I feel like every time I've tried bootless, it's been easier for me to get closer.
Easier for you with bootless. Wow, that's impressive. Because that, but man,
I also have not done it though.
Okay, fair.
It just feels like I'm getting closer.
Lava dive with boots, I've been able to do. Without boots, that's still outside of my Super Metroid abilities. Both of these runners, I've seen both of them do it. So
yeah, I'm sure they can do it.
Having boots is a luxury. This save is one that I 100% agree with every time you go to do this. There's so many reasons to take this save.
Yeah, this can go real wrong real quick.
Yes, because the lava dive is not free. Where the weave is free if you do it right, the lava dive is never free. Then you doing the farming dance in one of the more convenient locations to grab that.
Yeah, and it's nice and quick because you only have a few shots anyway.
All right. Set up the jump through the door.
Oh, I've never seen it done like that.
What? That's the high jump. That high. Wow. Oh, well then. And now we take this save for a lot of reasons. The least of which is if for some reason you happen to get through the door after you've entered the GT code and you touch something, bad things happen.
We've already seen that once, so let's hope we don't see that again.
Yes, and just gotta say that lava dive was sick. that was super sick.
That was a very cool lava
Having
dive.
those high jump boots there and just that movement, that was impressive. And this is another reason, because you have to do this stupid green gate glitch and make sure that you execute it well. And now the quantity of items doesn't matter. All we have to do is get down to this room and go through this door and make sure we hold the code down just right.
Pause.
And this is incredibly important to do. You see all the beams were turned on. If you take a shot with both Spazer and Plasma equipped, you soft lock the game. But now you see you've got this full item loadout, and look at that. Look at the energy. This is the weirdest time. You got full tanks and you got the 00 energy. But if we can get someone to clip that lava dive, that would be great, because that lava dive was wow.
Oh, and Rusty's making his iron dive or lava dive right now.
Yeah, with high jump boots, this is the easy part. Like with high jump boots, you're able to make that jump right away. Without high jump boots, you have to carry a flame over from the Namahe on the right hand side and hit it just right. It's extremely hard. It's a lot of like very tight tricks you have to execute in a row. But yeah, now Zeni has everything, so
Zeni is
7 tanks is
a boss rush.
Yeah, 7 tanks is a super luxury. Not a problem here. And Rusty really isn't that terribly far behind. So, you know, as I would say, it was run a really good race for himself this time. I would guess it's going to be one of his better times. Do we see Zeni is a couple rooms ahead, but not miles ahead. You know, and you know his and gets a first shot.
Yeah, that was nice.
First shot green gate glitch. That's definitely not that's one anyone will be happy with, because it's a super tight trick. And here we go through the door for Rusty. Let's make sure he hits that pause button. Yep, there it is. Can't stress enough how important that is to hit that pause button and to turn off that beam.
Also turning off Varia.
Does anyone in chat know why he turns off Varia here? Because I don't know. I do love that this code makes the max hit 00.
Yeah, I thought it was for stand up.
Got it. Okay. That's crazy thinking, you know, when you're looking at this, you're thinking that much ahead. Like, here's this moment when I know I'm going to be in the pause screen anyway, so if I'm going to take care of it, let's do it now. Very clean Ridley fight there for Zeni. Ridley did give a little bit of a headache with that, with a couple of the high swoops to begin with, but gets through there fairly easy. Meanwhile, Rusty is about to make the same climb down. They're going to pass each other, probably in Forgotten Highway, or they're probably down in Wasteland in a second here.
They're just giving each other high fives all over this map.
Well, yeah, I mean, and this is definitely, you know, Rusty's definitely a lot closer this time around than at this point in the last race. It was close to probably almost a minute lead by now, but this is here they are. As I called, we're gonna high five through Wasteland. Then he gets that mock ball pass. Meanwhile, Rusty gets the Kago through the first platform, and now we'll do his Metal Pirates race. Yeah, Zeni spark through the Wasteland is.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's
we kind of didn't
like,
talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, like there's so many things he does that are close to task level, like that, and like the watching him do a hundo and you know built up some different strats, and a lot of those things he's translated into other areas of the game. Of course, in GT, he gets to do all the hundo strats because he's got them all. There's some other bonuses in here too. Because we have full GT, there are 2 boss fights that actually go much quicker than other areas. So
yeah, we're gonna have that microwave beam.
Yes, we have the microwave beam for 2 of the fights that we don't normally get them in, and it's the last 2 fights we're gonna have. So Dragon will immediately go down to that microwave, and Fantoon will quickly go down to that microwave, and
that'll be that. Boss Wound beforehand.
Yes. Literally all 3 boss fights that matter after this Ridley fight, you get the full loadout for.
Yeah, you're just walking up to their homes and destroying them at this point. Zeni making their way into Batoon. Showing us that microwave. Well.
And that is a dead snake.
But getting it.
And there's the full halfie. And here comes another microwave. So we had microwave snake. We're about to have some microwave shrimp. And then we're going to have microwave calamari in a space ghost. So which of those? Up. The little moonwalk swag walk there by Zeni. So now this is a fun one if you haven't done this, because the moment we send this microwave beam right through Dragon's chest, you notice that Zeni is purposely kneeling. The moment the Dragon has taken enough death or enough damage, Samus stood up there. If you saw, it just lets Zeni know that, hey, Dragon's dead.
Yep, it's a nice little cue. That way you don't just keep X-raying on and off for another 20 seconds.
Yep, and Zeni went for the spike suit grab to try to get the reverse halfie, but unfortunately missed it. Very tight window to get that. And actually, Rusty got a trick that I don't know if Zeni had a issue with or meant to do, but here's another high
Down
five
there.
through the
Oh,
Dragon
yep.
room.
You're gonna
Through the Batuin room.
in the door.
In the door transition.
An up and down door.
All right. Now time for Rusty to make some microwave snake and microwave shrimp.
Oh, and Zeni on their way to their space ghost.
Yes. Meanwhile, Rusty does get the immediate Batuin kill, so did have a little bit better execution of the microwave beam that time. And to a certain degree, that might have something to do with just that's not necessarily something Zeni does a lot.
Rusty
jump. Yep. Yeah, that full halfie, you have to get through the door and holding that spark and jump up, hit the top and execute your jump. It's a really tight timeline. So the crazy thing about GT code, we do in fact have both X-ray and grapple, but because the code happened, the game doesn't necessarily realize it. I mean, it realizes it, but it doesn't show you it, so you don't get to see it. There you see Rusty executes that the microwave beam on Dragon very, very well. Very quick death. We go from one boss fight to Zeni now against Fantoon. He was going for it.
Yeah.
Anyone that hasn't seen him do it, Zeni is he is capable of a one-rounder on Fantoon with missiles, which I'm pretty sure he was going for there. Knowing that at worst he backs up with a microwave beam. He's absolutely had some insane number of one round Fantoon fights in his runs and practice.
Well, now Zeni's just on their way to Torian.
Yep, this is just and he's only a hop, skip, and a jump away with him already up at Rex ship. So just cross criteria and head on down. And with this item loadout, this is a quick one. 20 shot charge beam fight.
They're just gonna miss out on the high five.
Yeah, but Rusty did something that we don't normally get. He had the grapple beam and hit that red fish down there.
He did give us that.
Rusty definitely memeing with that one. I had to check just to see. Zeni has had 616 one-round Fantoons.
A lot.
That's one or two more than your average runner.
One or two. Most of us average around 500.
500 rounds of Fantoon, yeah. That's not something that we have sassy Zeni in chat. That's not something you ever stop counting. Like he just needs to keep counting that, because the fact that he's even done it, it's insane. Like the same thing as the number of times that he, if anyone dares go RBO against him and he does taco tank, that's another incredibly stupid. Oh yeah, and here, watch these Metroid rooms. I'm just gonna stop talking to let this happen. As I say that.
I was literally gonna say when we entered Turian, alright, you can't say anything. Can't say anything about what they're doing.
That's twice now. I'm just... I've got the comm curse tonight hard. All right.
And now look, it's a baby. Just a normal baby. It's fine.
I'm not saying anything until I see. Okay, we finally had a... I was not going to mention the lack of successful baby skips until that happened.
It was fine. Everything turned out fine.
I really like the safe. This is just a... I think this is a really good safety, just in case anything strange happens.
Yeah, during stand-up, yeah.
During stand-up, if you, like, you could have the crazy thing where you clip through the glass and you get brain dead, like Oates did one time. Like, strange things can happen. I don't anticipate that, but hey, Rusty is in Turian.
Yeah.
So, great run by Rusty, regardless of the outcome here. This was, I'm gonna guess this is gonna be a close to PB time for Rusty on this category. This is, very good run for him.
Definitely close.
A lot of people. That is gross. That's just a swag strat. That's all that is. Get the swag, get all the swagalicious strats going on. Why not? Now, what's interesting is you see a lot of runners when they're doing stand up, they'll be wall jumping consistently to keep themselves off the floor, where Zeni is just setting up for the exact timing moment that he needs to be off the floor. Problem is, if you're on the floor at wrong moments, it will soft lock you. But Zeni just is comfortable with the timing.
Yeah. Just knows exactly when to jump. I'm constantly wall jumping.
If you notice, Zenny is purposely taking damage here, setting it up and making it so he takes damage. And that's to actually get some more of these shots. Just extra swag, because why not? And that's a big moment where you can get locked if you're not off the ground when that moment happens. Let's see if we get a 1 or 2 shot when this is done. A few extra
5.
shots, but okay. Rusty does not get the baby skip.
No.
But does remember to face right, cut the frames. Regardless of outcome, hopefully Rusty should just finish this one regardless. Pretty close. We have Zenny on the run. Here comes that climb. Holding jump through the door. How many times have you failed on that one?
Most of the time.
Yeah, I know that feeling. Like it's
I'm usually so excited that I got the shine spark that I then die. I then fall.
fair. There's the Behe spark. Let's get up to criteria. Last time to the surface in this round for Zenny. Wow, really nice movement up. Get some heckin' steam on the way. Get those GGs in chat ready. Here comes Zenny onto the ship and finishes with an official race time GG of 35:57. Very, very, very nice run for Zenny there. That's
very good run.
Yes. I'd be interested in hearing what his PB time is.
Well, now I got Rusty going up against Motherbrain too. Yeah.
We have Sassy Zenny around, but she does not know the PB on this one, but we'll get it. $34.38 on according to speedrun.com. So a little over a minute over with the fan. Well, with a couple of the movement things, I can understand that being and it's crazy these runs. Like one little miscue here may feel like it only costs you a second, but it can cost you 10 seconds in the lost momentum. Like not getting the full halfie back. The reverse halfie. That's definitely a time loss.
It looks like Rusty's current is 39:04.
39:04. Okay.
Which is also
Rusty
very closs.
Yeah, so Rusty can potentially get a PB here. So let's hope. Look, you know what? No, never mind. It looks a little bit.
That's too close.
Yep.
But can still do very nice.
The baby grab didn't help. That definitely made things a lot harder. I looked a little close and I was a little bit worried for Rusty there, but we avoided the soft lock. But hey, as only, what is that, a 3 shot? 3 or 4 beam?
I think that was around 5 or 6 also. I think that was pretty close to Zenny's.
Yeah, I mean. So Rusty will be out with about a little bit over 40, 41, something like that. 41 and change. But that means, you know, where Zeni was a little bit over a minute over his PB, Rusty will be within a minute, with, you know, just over a minute of his. So,
Yeah.
you know, running a race, I mean, we all know this. Races give you nerves, regardless of who you are. So running consistent in a race is always harder. That's why rarely do we see PBs happening in races. We do see them from time to time, but the nerves of race definitely affect you. Competition is always something that brings up that adrenaline, and sometimes uncharacteristic mistakes will happen.
Yeah, it's hard.
As you have said many times when we've been talking, Rich, this game is hard. Like,
yeah, it's a hard game to do fast, like consistently. Like, there's always something trying to kill you.
but sometimes, instead of killing things in this game, you can do something different, like save the animals.
You can save the animals.
And I knew this was coming, and we get this little DLC treat. We are saving the animals.
We're getting a fancy way of escaping, aren't we?
Yes, save that spark. And the animals live, which I know Beeps will be happy, but for me, I've always said this is a problem because, you know, you're messing up the world with this. You're messing up ecosystems by introducing animals to other planets. And what is he doing here? Just
now he's just having fun.
Swag is sparking because he can. Yep.
Just gonna hang. Oh,
everything's locked, so you can only go so far.
Can't really go to Gauntlet, I guess.
All right. Well, GG's in chat for Rusty with his official race time GG of 41:23. All right.
And we are joined by both of our runners.
Hey,
GG's.
I'm here, a little farther behind.
Hello.
Thanks for the race.
Yeah, thank you. GG.
Good races. Yeah, I guess my choice was let's just get this over with and do GT Classic. You know, the shortest 2 races of all.
I mean, those definitely are the fastest categories. Rusty, I saw that you had the first ban, and saw you banned 100%. And I am 0% shocked at the 100% ban, considering Zeni is the world record holder in that category. Also could have chosen RBO, which is another one, but I definitely understand getting 100% off the board.
Yeah, there's not enough categories to race against anywhere. He doesn't have a huge advantage against me. So,
speaking of Zeni, you
making it tough.
Zeni, you axed Max GT. Is that just, have you just not put enough time into it, or just not excited about that category?
So basically my thought process there was it's long and I haven't spent any time in it in many years, and when I did, it was a route that I'm not allowed to run in this category. So yeah, I was just like, no, I don't want to do that. So I vetoed it.
Fair.
But yeah.
When I was thinking about your reason for banning, I was kind of thinking it's also like, it's kind of like 100% light in a lot of ways, because you have to go back and run through everything. So there might be some like memory bleed too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm less concerned about that. I did do a couple of like run through the routes and practice for it, for the route that we have to do in the tournament, and it was less fun than I was hoping it would be. And that's kind of why I'm in this tournament, is to have fun. So
that makes total sense. Well, Rusty, how'd you feel about your performance through both races? We'll start with any percent.
Well, yeah, you never want Craig to stand up, but you know, that was probably the worst part of the run. So it was pretty solid other than that. And Dragon got unfriendly for me, but that's okay.
And how about that GT Classic run?
It was pretty good for me, but I mean, yeah, it's like it's tough to be watching the stream and see to see how far behind I was, even with all the stream delays. So, it gets in your head, but it's still fun. So, like Zenny said, I was just here to have fun, and I'm glad everybody got to watch.
Well, yeah, I mean, it looked like even as is, you were only about had you not saved the animals, you were only about a minute off of your PB, which was obviously a really good run. So, I mean, then you gave us the DLC of the animal save. So, adding the fun a little bit at the end.
That's right. Shout out to Daggett. Had to save the animals, and everybody who loves the animals.
As I said, Beeps loved that one. Zenny, how'd
Yes.
you feel about your 2 runs?
I mean, they were pretty sloppy for me. GT Classic, I literally haven't run at all since the last multi-category tournament. So that's I have some what's the word I'm looking for? Giving myself some grace there. Any percent, the Fantoon obviously started off to a bad note. And then it was actually pretty solid after that. Even with Ridley giving me that stupid wall pattern thing. I felt pretty good about the run until what was it? Turian. My
Metroid room one.
Yeah, well, my energy was really low, and I was like, I really don't want to die here, and so like, I'm trying to be safe, and I'm like, I'll just be really safe with the first couple Metroids, and they'll get my energy up, and then we'll be good. But they just didn't drop me anything. They didn't drop me any energy, so I just kept going through the rooms like, please give me some energy. And I remember I was entering Metroid room 4, and I was like, I literally might have to refill even if I don't miss baby skip. And then I got the grab through the door and lost a bunch of time with that too, with baby skip. So
that was rough.
Overall, that's one of my less favorite any percent runs that I've done. But it was okay. In general, like the middle of the run was really solid, and I was happy about that. So
no, a lot of it looked really good. And you gave us some couple fun things, like Rusty tickled the redfish on the way up through
no, nobody noticed that.
It got clipped. Speaking of things that are clip-worthy, Zenny,
yes.
that lava dive, holy cow.
There, you got to do it. That's right.
the
GT Max style one.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was absolutely sick. Everyone in chat, everyone in chat felt the same way, that was one of the sickest lava dives we've seen.
Well, thank you. It's one of the perks of grabbing high jump for GT Classic. Ultimately, you're still losing a bunch of time, but you can try for that if you want to, and it's fun. So
yeah, that was awesome. That's one I hadn't. I see people go for the little bit more traditional bootless or high jump boot lava dive. That was pretty awesome. But Rusty, I didn't see who you've got next on the list, but how you feeling about your next race?
Who's left, huh? I haven't scheduled anything yet, but I gotta face P-Toil and Exact Science, so it could be some good races. We'll see.
Speaking of that, Zenny, I think you have Exact Science on Thursday.
I do, yeah.
All right,
and I still need to schedule with everyone else too. So I've been dragging my feet. Gotta get in gear.
Oh, fair. I mean, I do like that everyone's guaranteed the few races during the group round, so we get a chance to see everyone run.
Yeah,
it was a short one tonight, but a fun one watching the two of you race. Rusty, do you have any last thoughts?
Oh, well, thanks for signing up, Vincent. I when I saw your name, I was like, oh, this is the perfect race for you. So thanks, Zenny.
Yeah, well, thank you. I had a good time. All right, I'm gonna head out. Have a good night.
All right, Zenny, thanks both of you for the great runs tonight. Rich, any last thoughts?
Be sure to follow our runners. Of course, it was a wonderful race. We have more races coming up. Tomorrow we have MM2 nest cartridge versus a system of vibrant colors at 10 a.m. And then it looks like beginning at noon we have Diggy Diggy Dang versus Eddie.
All right, well, that'll be some good times. This is our third race we've called together, and I definitely enjoyed working with you. And got to watch some awesome things happen. Got to watch some meme things happen. Always enjoy it, and definitely looking forward to more races in this tournament as it continues to move through this group stage before it moves on. Chat, thank you. You guys always are the you guys are that third member of the commentary team, bringing in your knowledge, helping out on things that maybe we aren't 100% sure on, or allowing some extra conversation to happen. And as Rusty mentions, he had to put on his pajama pants to race Rusty, which makes total sense because Rusty, or is it Zeni, always runs in those pajama pants. It's kind of his MO. But absolutely great time doing the comms tonight with you, Rich, and looking forward to the next one, and looking forward to seeing you, chat, in the next one. And we'll see you all next mission.